Hello, welcome back. Let me look at the camera. The camera is glaring at me. If something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor. That's what I was taught.
Is something bothering you?
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just staring at a camera.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I had to put this up. Look, my attorney's badge!
Is that an attorney's badge?
Yes, this belongs to right.
Really?
I'm actually a prosecutor.
Oh, then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned to your lapel?
Well, you see, I borrowed it. Who was the woman on this hanging scroll?
Well, I don't know the details, but I've heard she's the master of the Korean channeling technique.
Master?
Yes, Mystic Misty. She was a great spirit medium. That's what I've heard.
And then I killed her.
I also heard that she went missing over 15 years ago.
Spirit mediums? There's no such thing anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I know all about them. They're nothing but frauds. She doesn't know anything about it, of course. But there was a time, 17 years ago, when I met the master myself.
Mia?
No, Misty Faye.
No, Mia.
Yeah.
That's called a demon warding hood. I gave that to Mr. Wright last night.
He was wearing this when I saw him in the hospital today.
It's an important item for protecting acolytes from evil spirits.
If it's so important, then why did you give it to him?
Last night I felt something. I felt that something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip.
Well, he wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, though. Thank God for inner monologue.
Hey, Edgeworth. Keep the fourth wall intact.
I was against the idea of our temple appearing in a magazine. I was afraid that a type of tragedy might occur.
In that case, why did you allow them to run an article about you?
My sister Bikini. She's actually rather fond of the attention. Surprisingly so.
She certainly does look rather happy in this photo.
Now, Iris, why would you be so scared of getting attention?
That's Mystic Lee Stoneham. She's a picture book author, also I heard.
Does she come to Hazakura Temple often?
No, this was her first time. It's just that she was a very important visitor.
Is that so?
Yes, Sister Bikini told me, be certain not to offend her.
The victim, Miss Elise Stoneham. The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems.
Mr. Wright, how bad is his cold?
Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he's rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who's still trapped in the inner temple. And he's quite worried about you as well, it seems.
Really?
Yes. Naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him.
No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want to defend me.
What do you know about Dick?
Oh, that's Mr. Luis.
I'm sorry, who did you say it was?
Luis Stoneham. He's Mystic Elise's apprentice, I think.
Alright, now who exactly is this guy?
He's a very sincere, hard-working person.
I think you mean horny.
Did I say something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth?
Excuse me. I was temporarily at a loss for words. Take a trip, come home, and be thrust suddenly into a bizarre world.
You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid.
Just let me get one thing straight. You were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet, somehow, you seem to know right. So you two must have crossed paths somewhere.
No, Mr. Edgeworth. Whomever it was, it couldn't have been me.
What is that supposed to mean? Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling that you and I have met before.
It must have been your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple.
Hazakura Temple? What's that?
It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power.
Spiritual power?
It's weird. It's like, I don't know, you could say, hey, I'm gonna go train for a little bit and disappear for days on end.
Mm-hmm. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well?
No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them.
In that case, what are you doing at that temple then?
I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to repay for. That's why I'm there. And why I continue to train. To purify my soul.
I want to ask you about last night. The night of the crime.
Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner and then went back to my room at about 8. Later I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10.
Bell?
We ring it at the same time each night.
I see. And then?
And then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there.
Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened.
Liar.
There's more to her story. I just know there is. Liar! Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder.
Yes.
However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you frightened of? What in the world?
Is there something wrong?
I'm sorry. It's nothing. Looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. The Psycho Locks! I believe he said that I need to present this Wakatama item to do something.
Psycho Locks. Here, Edward, take this. It'll help you see into their hearts to see Cyclops. Ah, Psycho!
Psycho Locks? The fuck are you talking about, Wright? So do you have any idea as to what actually occurred last night?
I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed.
Spiritual power?
I think it was because of your damn hands.
Spiritual training has been the cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example.
Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power.
So did you blame spiritual power on falls?
Yes. I understand. Most people don't.
And I blame that on him drinking poison. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human.
I was meaning the betrayal at the bridge.
The betrayal at the bridge?
Where he gets shot in the shoulder and then...
And then Terry falls through through Dolly Hawthorne over the bridge. That's what Adrian believes. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunham?
Yes.
No. I'm not the one who took her life.
Is this the time where she's gonna say, but I know who did?
Those Psycho Locks things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying.
What's wrong?
I can't believe what I'm thinking. Here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all that you could tell me.
Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. I fucked him. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes. At the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, you would begin to act a little strange. Miss Hedgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He is a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. Deceived him. I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth.
I was released from prison.
Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth.
I mean, my God, is this gonna be like, I learned from my mistakes. I felt awful after everything that happened.
I'll defend you. But only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal.
Oh, just got a call from the hospital. Yeah, they let Iris go, and Phoenix is dead.
Fuck! That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene.
It's the scene of the crime.
It sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge.
Oh, wow. It's you, Mr. Hedgeworth. Oh, wow. Damn it.
Detective Gumshoe?
Long time no see. It's been about a year. Or has it been longer?
It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here.
Oh, ouch. And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth.
Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard.
I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir.
Gumshoe indeed. A gum on your shoe is impossible to get rid of.
I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty.
Great. Thank you, Detective.
I thought Prosecutor Godo was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you.
Prosecutor Godo? So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross.
Why the fuck are you questioning Godo? I thought you were the one who suggested him. Excuse me? Have I been lied to this whole time and you didn't know who they picked?
By Luke at me?
Damn it.
God damn it.
Pretty reckless if you ask me.
I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here.
Yeah, he's one lucky girl.
What?
Sir. Now I see how he manages to win his case in court. Blind luck.
I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better.
There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall.
A shack. Shack!
Yo, shack.
Hey, remember Yeah, I killed him.
It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir.
The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace.
Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. Oh, he lives in Compton?
That's not such a great name if you ask me.
Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. You kept giving me pay cuts, so I couldn't afford anything else.
Some letters are widely engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. Certainly is an appropriate name.
You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir.
You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time.
Ah, you're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore.
That's true.
Since we've got one here, why don't we take photo as a memento?
Sure, why not?
Oh, darn it. I don't have my camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir.
What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them?
I'm back, sir.
You're back.
Huh? What's this thing doing on your lapel, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is it really that odd?
You bet it is, sir. A prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. That's like a detective with a license to kill.
Does this little thing hold that ominous of a meaning?
License to kill, you say?
Have you ever seen this thing before?
Hey, thanks a lot. I was getting kind of hungry.
What are you doing, detective?
Ah! That was some kind of candy that would fill me up, sir. Lately, I've been feeling so hungry all the time.
Maybe his salary has been cut just a little too much?
Yeah, you think? We've just now decided maybe it might be a little too much. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents.
I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet. But you could say the same exact thing about him.
Tell me about yourself, Gumshoe.
Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago.
Really? Well, I thought so. They've been putting a lot of shading in on this game.
Oh, wait. It's not so much drawn out, it's as weary and tired. Maybe just plain old thin.
I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kind of on the low end. So yeah, my food options have been kind of non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread. That sort of, ouch,
Ooh.
it hurts.
I thought you were really into instant noodles last year.
There's nothing wrong with off-brand stuff!
Yeah.
I got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. So you keep changing the variety. Keep moving, keep moving. Stick and move, stick and move! Yeah, he's supposed to be Miss Elise Dotem's apprentice or something.
I see.
Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me.
That's nice.
But he made me pay him 50 cents for it.
I'm sorry about that.
Edgeworth has no care. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth.
I really don't want to talk about him. That's why.
Just the very, like, one syllable word sentence. He drew a painting of me. Great. But he made me pay 50 cents for it. Oh, shucks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything, really.
It's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author?
I'll bet it was just one of those things. You know? She probably never expected to get so popular. It's just one of those days when you know you wake up.
I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she?
Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing.
I see. I just can't shake this nagging feeling.
When you say nothing, do you mean nothing or like literally nothing?
Nothing.
Like she doesn't exist,
Yeah.
nothing. Well, everyone knows that you're quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger.
Detective! Where'd you hear such nonsense from?
I like dudes!
I obviously like men.
Could you tell after me chasing Phoenix?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear it from anyone. Just sorta how I imagined you to be, sir.
Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? Yes. I just got back to the country, so I don't really know much about the case.
It's simple.
Well, simple as simple does, as they say.
Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. It really turns me on. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing.
A witness?
Yeah, that bikini lady.
Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain?
Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir.
I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, a decisive witness myself. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through.
Yep. Can't imagine him being that reckless myself. Look, before you cross, is how it goes, right? Or was that leap?
And? Is there something on the other side?
Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir.
What?
Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. Someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training and now they're stuck there.
Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey.
No. Her again. Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so, we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir.
I should be alright in this cold. So how did this bridge burn down anyway?
Almost 100% sure it was lightning.
Lightning?
Krakatoa.
So who is this Prosecutor Godo? I never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a new guy, showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy.
What kind of a man is he?
He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good.
If he's so good, how is it that I never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case?
You bet he is. After all, you know who. Can't speak of him. He's right in the middle of it.
You know who?
Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godo has really got it in for Mr. Wright.
Oh?
Mr. Wright was Mia's apprentice. And Mia was his apprentice.
Mia was his... yes.
She was the apprentice of Grossberg. He was just a partner of the law firm. But at least for that one big case, he was the mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to have some kind of grudge.
And what would be the cause of this grudge?
He couldn't protect Mia? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something.
I don't know if this is making any sense. That's it. Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I better look into this Godo myself.
No, it's the fact he couldn't protect Mia, and Godo's like, you son of a bitch, you had one job!
I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person.
I gotta admit, he's puzzling, alright. He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand.
He sounds like an interesting man.
Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. That's right, I know how to say macchiato.
I would think you would. You're telling me that the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning?
Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck.
Weather data! A regional weather report for the night of the crime! I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Snow with some occasional lightning strikes. Snow was from 7 to 10:50, and then lightning was from 10 to 11. And lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Got it?
You wanted me to find a contradiction immediately?
No, it retained the information. It's now inside of your brain right now.
It'll never stick there.
Okay. Almost too detailed. Even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge.
No, that We got the information from the witness's testimony.
Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who was this witness?
Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later. Gotta go talk to Bikini. Oh, shit.
It looks like Iris is being interrogated right now. This place certainly brings back memories.
Oh, yeah. Come to think of it, you got thrown in here once too, didn't you, sir? But you know what? I've never been in jail a single time.
I should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless.
You're not gonna question the fact that he's just here with you.
Yes.
He's just following you now everywhere.
Yes, well, if you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Don't get any funny ideas, detective.
Too late, I already did.
In any case.
The security guard in the back, dead.
Yeah, just have to come back here later.
Killed him.
Yo, Edgy! What took you so long? I'm so cold, my brains are turning to sherbet! I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Right is going to be fine. The case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder.
Hey, wait a second. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and, what kind of related excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor. And that's why he's a prosecutor. That's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney. Just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy! I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet!
Sherbet!
I say it's more like sorbet, but it is rather cold here.
You know what, I'll give it to Edgeworth. I actually prefer sorbet over sherbet.
I was didn't murder her, someone else did it! I just knew it, okay? So trust me on this one! Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is.
Maybe... Fuck. Maybe Phoenix figured it out and found out that... Or not really figured it out, but has an idea that... There's something that Phoenix learned since him telling Edgeworth protect her. And all I can think is she's telling the truth in the fact of, I would assume she got out of jail, prison, wherever they sent her after 5 years. And then and with all the somehow she became guilty in that moment. Actual true guilt, not like accused guilty.
Yeah.
And she actually wanted to make up, so she went to the shrine, and that's where she worked from then on.
Okay. You. That must be the main hall back there.
I don't like that idea, because she's an awful person. And there's no amount of anything she could do to make up for what she's done. She had one boyfriend kill himself.
Yeah.
She had a second one attempt to. On accident, without knowing that there would be
Then
poison.
she killed her sister.
And she killed her sister.
Yeah.
Then she poisoned an attorney who questioned her.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crimes here that are very bad.
Yeah.
I also assume that's why Godo looks the way he does.
Because he survived that poisoning,
So his hair turned white.
Yeah.
I don't know what the mask would be for. But the main thing is the fact that his hair turned white.
Yeah.
Brilliant deduction, sir.
Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe?
Is it working? Brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir?
According to Wright, the head nun has some important information. I can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains.
Say, this just gave me a great idea.
Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not.
I got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich.
An invention?
Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. It's called a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that?
Only after you take the first 1,000 test drives.
I got bad news, sir. They already exist.
Yo, I can see a small bell tower from here.
Hey, that just reminded me. There's something I've always wondered about.
Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not.
I got it. He's gonna tell you stuff you don't like. We call a person who tells a lie a liar, right? So what do we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or a truer for the guy who tells the truth? Oh man, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight.
I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. I'm gonna talk to Louis Stone. I'm in.
The next
Thank you for watching this episode of the Miles Edge with Trials and Tribulations. Make sure to like, subscribe, and about 5 times the upper, which is
every day.
Bye bye.